Roller coasters. They're fun attractions that are a test of your endurance. And I hate them. A lot. Now, hear me out, alright? They make me feel queasy and they're really unpleasant to ride. I mean, like, come on, guys. Is what I would have said if I made this video a few years ago. But before we get there, I want to tell you guys the time where I most likely developed this fear. This happened when I was 7 years old. We got on a ride and everything was normal. There was no drop, it wasn't going fast, there were just a lot of bumps. Little did I know that those bumps would be the cause of my fear. I didn't know I had to stay stiff in order to not be shook by the ride. Every bump that came, I would shake violently and bang my head on the side of the seat. It kept going and I just wanted the ride to stop. When it ended, I was just terrified and I never wanted to go on another one again. My mind would get filled with thoughts of pain whenever I saw a roller coaster. So over the years, I turned into that one kid who always just waited in front of the ride until everyone else went in and had their fun. Well, I mean, I did go on Space Mountain and Splash Mountain, but I don't know if you would classify them as roller coasters. Personally, I don't. If you want a better idea of my fear, in 10th grade I went to Six Flags in Anaheim for a program field trip and there was this ride called Ninja. It's a ride where you just hang from your legs and go at a kind of fast rate. Well, this ride terrified me, despite it being one of the easiest rides at the park. But my friends wanted to go on it and of course I agreed. I'm not gonna be there like, why don't we just stay in the cafeteria area and just talk the whole time? And please don't take me. So we were waiting in line and every step I took towards the ride I was getting closer and closer to a panic attack and my friends could clearly see that. I mean, I was shaking from anxiety and I was sweating and it was just awful. To calm my nerves, someone ended up holding my hand for the duration of the ride, and while it did help, when I got on the ride I was just as terrified, if not even more terrified. Now I bet this is the part where I tell you that everything went fine and I ended up conquering my fear of roller coasters. Well, no, that did not happen. I was just screaming in horror when the ride wasn't even on the drop. After that, I ended up not going on any more rides that day. Looking back at it, I can't help but feel really bad for myself. Same thing happened that trip with the ride Goliath, only that I told myself I would do it, and I was pretty committed to it. I already had my partner chosen and the seating arrangement settled with my other friends, and I was just ready to go. However, while we were waiting in line, I kept looking at the ride and the drop, and in my head I was just thinking, this is where I'm going to die. I kept thinking that in my head, and at the end, I couldn't handle it and I ended up leaving the line and left my partner to go alone. After that, I was just waiting in front of the ride trying to hold my tears from how pathetic I was. Good times. When I left Six Flags that day, I remember telling myself that the next time I would come, I would go on every single ride. However, I realized I had to train myself because I can't go in and say, oh, I'm gonna go on every ride and just do it. I had to train my gut. Well, luckily, there's this fair in my city that has one of those rides with that boat that swooshes back and forth, with each time going higher. I remember going on it one time and it really gave me that butterfly stomach feeling. So what I did was go on it until I didn't feel it anymore. I think I spent like $30 going on it 12 times, but you know what? It actually worked. I didn't feel anything in my stomach after those 12 times. At that point, I felt ready. I felt like I can really do it and go on every ride. And the next time my program went to Six Flags, I was even more terrified to go on the rides than last time. However, something was different. While I didn't want to go, I had this surge of confidence that I can take it on. So I went to Goliath. The ride started and we slowly ascended up to the top. I remember breathing deeply on the outside, but on the inside, I was just, oh my god, get me out, please, I don't want to do this anymore, please stop. And then we got to the top. Please, I don't want to do this anymore, stop! Then the drop came. It turned out to be the most fun, adrenaline-filled moment of my life. I was screaming in joy the whole time, and I didn't have any queasy feelings. After that, I knew I could get on every ride, and that's what I did. Scream, boom. Batman, boom. Green Lantern, I heard it hit you in the nuts, so no. Tatsu, boom. Ninja, boom. And X2. I think X2 was the ride I was actually nervous for, and so was everyone else. Like, that ride is crazy. If you don't know what X2 is, it's this 360 ride that rotates you around and around as the ride happens. The reason why it's so scary is that when you start, you go backwards. I think that alone speaks for itself. However, I went on it and I still had a ton of fun. If you want to take something from this video, don't be afraid to try new things. Just learn about it first if you're really paranoid. Oh, this video should have came out way sooner. Sorry for not uploading in a month. I had to work on finals and then personal things came up and I just really couldn't work on any videos. But now that I'm back, I can focus on videos. I'm going to try to upload a video every 2 weeks from now on. So leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for future uploads, and follow my social media for updates on videos and general life stuff. They're down in the description. And yeah, until next time.